Hello and welcome to part 1 of the Identifying Your Risk and Potential for Spread of Grapevine Red Blotch Virus. Today we'll be looking at assessing your vineyard for GRBV. For anyone that may not know me, my name is Tori Hoyle. I'm a graduate student with Marc Fuchs program at Cornell University. I'm in my 4th year of study here working with grapevine red blotch virus and its vector, Spicistilis fascinus, or the three-cornered alfalfa hopper. I'm very excited to do this workshop with you today. Jumping right in, you may be wondering, why is determining the level of GRBV in my vineyard important? And for that, let's start with a quick introduction of what is GRBV. GRBV, or grapevine red blotch virus, is a causal agent of grapevine red blotch disease. The disease was first described in 2008 on Vitis vinifera Cabernet Sauvignon, and the virus is speculated to have emerged about 9,000 years ago from wild Vitis latent virus 1. GRBV is found in wine grape cultivars, rootstocks, table grapes, interspecific hybrids, muscadine grapes, and free-living vines in Northern California and Southern Oregon. The economic impact of GRBV can be anywhere from a low side of about $900 per acre to a high side of about $30,000 per acre, so it can have a substantial economic impact for growers. GRBV causes symptoms on both the foliage and the fruit. Foliar symptoms are different depending on the variety in production. For example, red-berried cultivars, like the one shown on the left, will have namesake red blotches, whereas white-berried cultivars, as the one shown on the right, will have more of a chlorosis or a necrosis. Symptoms on berries include reduction in sugar content, anthocyanins, overall bunch weight, as well as berry yield. This will then have an impact on the wine that is being produced. Let's take a moment to jump into an activity where we look at identifying symptoms of GRBV. This quick quiz is designed to help you be more aware of your ability to spot red blotch in your vineyard and compare it to a similar look-alike leaf roll. For this, we will have 4 examples. Feel free to go through and jot down whether you think it is leaf roll or red blotch, and we'll go through the results at the end. Best of luck. Here's the 4 results of the quiz. How do you think you did? For number 1, did you have leaf roll? Number 2, did you have red blotch? 3, red blotch. And 4 was red blotch. I know it can be a bit tricky, but a proficient eye will be able to quickly identify GRBV and should be able to differentiate its symptoms from similar ones such as reddening from stressors, insect damage, other pathogens such as leaf roll or Pierce's disease in the vineyard. And with this means you can identify the main visual cues of GRBV, but supportive testing is always needed. So how do you go about testing for GRBV in your vineyard? There are 2 primary testing methods for confirming the presence of GRBV in your vineyard. These are PCR testing and lamp-based assays. PCR testing is a diagnostic assay in which composite samples of 6 petioles from older leaves at the base of the trunk, 3 from one side and 3 from the other as shown below, are collected to be tested. This is the most accurate diagnostic method for assessing the presence of GRBV in your vineyard. LAMP is a tool for rapid testing and diagnosis in the field. However, it requires concise measures and collected material, as well as clean gloves and tips are needed. This method is less accurate for those reasons and is more likely to yield false positives. Say you've run testing and you realize that you have GRBV in your vineyard. What is your next step? We recommend utilizing the roguing strategy. What this means is that if your disease prevalence in a given vineyard block is greater than 30%, we recommend that you remove that whole block. If the disease prevalence is less than 30% in that individual block, removal of specific infected vines and replacement with clean vines is recommended. Anytime you're replacing a vine, please remember to use certified clean planting stock. With that, we thank you for joining part 1 of this workshop series. If you have any questions, do feel free to reach out at any time, and please do check out those other remaining parts of the workshop. Thank you and have a great day.